Oh, I know. I know. I know. I'm the bad guy. But the bad guy sometimes seemingly always gets it right sometimes. One day, one day, y'all gonna learn. It just take time. Now, how did I know that Jeanie Buss was going to sell the team? As I told you, I have sources. How did I know Luka Doncic was going to the Los Angeles Lakers and they were trying to steal him? The same guy that told you all of these things is the same guy that's going to tell you some more things. That when I'm telling you, you should listen. People deny and say they will never do this. There's no way. I've explained to you the business of this and why it was going to take place. Now, on YouTube, you guys were only privy to this for about 2 days. Not my Patreons. Not my Patreons. See, you guys are behind the 8 ball. So, for everybody else, don't forget to hit the like button coming through the door, and we getting ready to kick it off. Let's roll. Hi, I'm Carcina. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Good people. You know, we love good people because when you have good people in place, they always seem to know how to do things to enlighten your day and make it wonderful. Absolutely. I appreciate every last one of you, everything you've ever brought to us for attention. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm looking at all of these things they got scheduled. Now, this whole incident that took place with, well, I won't say incident, well, this whole situation or what you would call breaking news was breaking to everyone in the world except for me, my Patreons, and now my subscribers. Because only those who saw this on my Patreon knew what I was talking about with Jeanie Buss selling the team and selling her majority shares because they already have owners of the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, when did I first make this news known? The rest of you on YouTube saw this 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, you became aware of it. But my Patreon's known since what that day says. Jeanie Buss days of owning the Lakers may be numbered. That was May the 1st. May the 1st. So my Patreons already know. You guys on YouTube were late. You just found out 2 days ago from me. Now, because they had that before you, this is why people come to my Patreon. Because they want to get the information first. With her friends who really run the team, that wasn't paying off. So he came with a Netflix deal. He came with they the one wanted the brother ousted, a lifetime deal that he signed in 2023. Now, as you can see, clearly, so it is true. Oh, yes, it's true. It is true. And the governor of the team will be nobody other than Jeanie Buss. She will remain on the team for about at least the next 6 to 7 years until she phases out. They want familiarity with the team, meaning that they want her to still be the face of it. When I keep telling you the Lakers were losing a lot of money and they don't really want the Buss family in there. They want billionaire tech money. They want those guys owning the teams now. So this went into question 2 years ago when they had Russell Westbrook on the team. Jeanie Buss lost her own personal funds behind it. Her net worth is lower than LeBron James. How can LeBron James, a player, have a net worth bigger than the owner? That doesn't make sense because they're one of the last family-owned business from the old days. Reinsdorf is the next guy they want to get rid of. Jerry Reinsdorf and the Reinsdorf family, he just sold the White Sox. They want to get these old owners out of the way, get these new hedge funds to come in and take over. I told you this is what it's about. Now they have the Lakers evaluation is going to be kicked up to $10 billion. Look at the Golden State Warriors. Look at the Boston Celtics. They about to be sold again. You think Red Auerbach is and his family is owning the teams? No, they've moved on. They've evolved. They want to get away from this Buss legacy. They want to move the Lakers into the future. And what they've done was create so much overhead and overpaying players, bad contracts, badly managed. The Clippers got a better stadium than them. They did not evolve the Staples Center. Now it's the Crypto Center or whatever. But they didn't evolve that place. They didn't modernize it. That place is considered a dump now compared to the new facilities that are out there. They got Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, places for the celebrities. Like they're in that stadium is taking the business away. See, that's what the Buss family does. They get paid and they get a lot of money based on are they going back to Staples? I don't know. Crypto, they could go back to Staples. That don't even matter. They need a new stadium. They need to demolition that thing, knock it down, rebuild it. When the summer's over, the season's over, knock that thing down, build you a new one. Play in the Clippers building for a season till they build your stadium. Lease from them and do something because the Staples Center is falling apart. Yes, they're building around that. But the thing is, building on the outside is not helping the inside. Okay, the inside of that stadium needs to be modernized. It's like the old school houses. When houses had to get modified to get the 3 outlet prongs, then the 2 outlet prongs. You know, everybody had them old school sockets that used to short out the fuses and all of that. But when they modernized these homes, everybody started getting the 3 prongs on there that stopped a lot of the all the shortages and stuff. So they had to modify their homes to modern times. This is what you do in these situations here. Now, here's the thing. Jeanie Buss makes money mostly off of the Lakers, but having events, tours, shows that come there throughout the season when the Lakers are not playing is where they make their money also. That's what they do. They have a concert there. They have this. People used to book and come there. They get paid off that stadium because they own it. So now you have your other partners that are invested into the Los Angeles Lakers to prevent a takeover situation with the brother talking about he's going to vie for the takeover of the company or the Lakers and all this, the other Buss. They want the Buss family out. Okay, they just want them out. This whole situation, Dr. Buss, his past, his womanizing and all that, they want that stuff out. It's like, look, it's time to move on. Jerry Reinsdorf and the way he's operating things, he's operating it from like the 1980s and 90s mentality, but the Bulls are making money. So he wants to keep it all in the family. Where a hedge fund company, they have all this money in the funds. They're open to new tech ideas, new directions. Jerry Reinsdorf isn't going to do that. So they want Jerry out of there too. Y'all don't understand that everything I'm telling you from the business perspective is real. This is not jokes. And now that you've seen it exploit right here, dead smack in your face, as soon as I called it, how did I know this was happening? Because 2 years ago, Jeanie Buss was basically telling you this was happening when she lost $8 million of her own money for Russell Westbrook. LeBron James wanted Russell Westbrook. They had DeMar DeRozan locked into a deal that was cheaper, way cheaper than paying Russ. And DeMar DeRozan was ready. He went to Mexico to be on vacation because his agent told him by the time you come back, this thing will be done over the weekend. So he was like, bet, I'm finna get out of town because I know everybody gonna be hitting my phone up. It's gonna be crazy. Let me go out of town. So he went on a trip to Mexico, comes back. His agent said, I don't know what happened. Our deal was agreed upon. We was just getting ready for an announcement like this whole weekend, and then just out of the blue, nothing. It's over. And now they're signing Westbrook. It's crazy. And he was like, I don't know what's going on here. But that was LeBron James vetoing DeMar DeRozan because they said, oh, we got a chance to get Westbrook. We should get Russell Westbrook. He wanted Russell Westbrook. So they had to pivot everything they've done to appease to him. And DeMar DeRozan had the biggest games of his life. He said, and now they want DeMar. Of course they want DeMar. They always wanted him. But the thing is, they had him at a cheaper price, and LeBron put them in the red. Then they have this Anthony Davis situation. They weren't getting what they wanted out of Anthony Davis. He was supposed to be the new face of the team. They weren't sold on Anthony Davis. They wanted to get rid of Anthony Davis like 1 year after the championship when they lost. They was like, we don't know about him long term. LeBron was, no, AD. No, they can't trade AD. I need AD. He wanted AD to stay on the team. But after like 2021, they were talking about moving Anthony Davis because of his length of his injuries. And in 2022, when Russ was there and everything else, they were saying this isn't working. We got to move him. And then it was so hard to move Russ because of his contract that they had to keep him on after the season and then move him at the All-Star break because they had to pay for half of his contract. So Jeanie Buss lost $8 million of her own money. And I keep telling you, the Lakers are rich. That doesn't mean Jeanie Buss is rich. She makes her money. She's got this agent that she makes her money with. She's into this female wrestling league that they got. She's getting paid off that. This guy has got a fetish. He had started Glow Wrestling. So he's coming up with these Netflix deals and stuff. He's got a connection with Netflix to help Jeanie Buss be invested in that. Her and Linda, they're gonna and Kurt Rambis. They want to get this old group out of here. They want to get them out of there. And all these other guys who's making the decisions in there. Get them out of there. And they want to make somebody come in and that's going to really be there to build the team up. And kind of like we got guys that's running the team and y'all just take a back seat. So Mark Walters, who owns this, he owns this layout, if you to say the least, right? And Jeanie is just a face. And I've been telling people this for the longest. She's a face. And as long as she's the face, I know her manager did that. She's part owner of the wrestling league, the female wrestling league that they got right now in LA. The Glow show, he was the man. Her manager is all connected to that, and he got Jeanie Buss tied into it as well. But here's the thing: the Golden State Warriors took their audience. All of these LeBron James. Remember, I was telling y'all LeBron's not packing them in no more. He wasn't. People weren't breaking their neck to go see LeBron and AD like that. They were like, it was played because they didn't believe the Lakers was going to do anything. All season long, the Laker games, they weren't selling all these shirts and stuff like that off of LeBron no more. It was no more new merch being sold with LeBron. They needed something fresh. They needed a fresh start. And LeBron James wants to hold on and get all these one-year players to try to win a championship. And the new thing was like, okay, we're going to do this Bronny James. Y'all did a whole promotion and marketing push for a guy who's like basically a third-round pick, but he's the son of LeBron, so like we're just going to market him like he's great. And he wasn't even playing. And it was like we're marketing him, and they were making money selling jerseys. And it was like, we need this push because this is boosting us up. But he ain't playing. So it's like the guy isn't playing. And when he does play, he hasn't played well. He playing like he doesn't belong. So you're promoting and marketing a product that is not turning out to look like anything that y'all are. It don't even look like he should have been drafted. So it's a waste of marketing dollars pushed into this agenda to appease LeBron. And this is what I mean. Y'all think it's hate when I say he's ruined the Los Angeles Lakers and he lured them down because they're a championship organization. When you play for the Lakers, that is the goal. The goal is championships. When you play for the Celtics, the goal is championships. They don't hang up division banners in Los Angeles. They hang up only championship banners for a reason. That's the goal. That's the mission. That's what's important. Not no in-season tournament. And to hang that thing up there with the banners, that insulted the Laker fans. They didn't want that thing up there at all. It doesn't mean JJ's out of there. It doesn't mean Bron and Bronny ain't there. It just means now you got new owners. Jeanie is not going to, her and her crew are not going to be really calling the shots. They run really calling it anyway, but now those other people who had power, they're going to start getting moved out of there. The money's going to go through these guys now. They're going to have majority ownership, so they're going to come in and start running the show. The other people who got ownership into the Lakers, those guys are the Dodgers owner and everybody else that's in that circle. And Jamaica, who tried to tell me all the owners last time, now he understands. CP, thank y'all for giving me my credit. I saw y'all today on there. I appreciate it because I knew I went right to Jamaica because Jamaica was very adamant that this wasn't happening when I put this out on the Patreon. Dude, I got word that this was happening. So trust me. When I told y'all, so TWG Global is soon to be the majority owner of the Lakers, and the Buss family has entered into agreement to sell the team, the Los Angeles Lakers. She will remain with the Lakers as a governor, as I told you. And CP said, wow, Carcino said this was happening, but I didn't think it would be this soon. Jeez. Hey, I tell y'all, man, they're moving on to the future. And the future is Luka Doncic, not LeBron James. You see, everybody in this circle, right? Let's say circle. They know one or two things. They know the Buss family, Dr. Buss. They know Jeanie Buss. She's a Buss. And they run the Lakers, and everything's calm in the world. When the Lakers don't have a figurehead in there that they could say this person runs the team, then they don't know who's running the show. So they're going to keep Jeanie Buss on. It's just like the UFC and Dana White. Dana White doesn't own the UFC, but they show him because he's a common figure that you know. So you see Dana White, milk dud like head sitting up there. Well, welcome to the UFC. When you see him up there, it's a familiarity to you. So that's all her role is going to be. She's a figurehead so that the celebrities be, oh, it's Jeanie. So that she's there to bring them that comfort. But the Golden State Warriors is now the highest grossing team in the NBA. And they have taken their market. They've taken the Lakers market with the Steph Curry, with their stadium. Everybody loves that stadium. They go there into San Fran. They go out there. They built that up. People would go to San Fran to watch Steph Curry and the Warriors. And it'd be crushing the Lakers' attendance. The Lakers had this season, they had so many games that weren't sold out. It was tickets still available everywhere. Now, for I could see the Clippers numbers went up. When the Clippers had the new stadium, people are galvanized by something new. The Clippers was like in 7th place, and people were packing up to see the Clippers games. When the Lakers played the Clippers in that new stadium and the Laker fans came in there like, dude, man, these seats is crazy. Man, we got to do something at Staples. They still call it Staples. They looked at that and said, we got to do something. Lakers tickets sell out when they play against Golden State because of Curry. CP for the win said, I like how you could be in the GOAT discussion and devalue a franchise. Exactly. This isn't Cleveland. This isn't Miami. This is the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the show. This was a dynasty before you got here, LeBron. So you coming in here acting like you done something. You ain't did a damn thing for Los Angeles. Kobe brought 5, Magic brought 5. And they still got, 6 other championships. You come with this bubble thing in an in-season tournament and like, yeah, look what I did. Magic Johnson played in 10 NBA finals and he played 11 years, really. Won 5 out of 10. Well, I think went to 9. Went to 9 NBA finals. He won 5 out of 9. But he played like 11 years. It's only like 2 times they weren't in the finals. Nobody's going to honor you. Real Laker fans are not going to honor you. And these YNs, they don't care. They care about 2K more than anything else and a clip on YouTube. That's all they care about. They don't care about watching the games. These YNs will sit here and go into a debate. They would watch a debate video about the game that they didn't even watch and got an opinion because that's what they do. And it's this entitlement era that made it this way. Only the people that love the game actually watch it. Now, why doesn't this work on the NFL? I'm glad you want to know that. Well, if this the same thing, right? They got the same YNs that watch the NFL, right? You know why? Because the NFL is about family. Football is about family. It's not about individual. And that's why they have success. They promote as an individuality in the NBA. Steph Curry and the Warriors. LeBron and the Lakers. Michael Jordan and the Bulls. You have made the team secondary and you made the player, the superstar in the head of the team, he's bigger than the team. They don't do that in the NFL. They'll say Tom Brady and the Patriots, but it's all about Belichick, the system, the owner, everything. Because they know players don't last forever. And injuries happen and players will evolve and go, but this team is going to remain. That logo is more important than the players. So no matter how great you were, we thank you. They commend you and they will not forget those who came out there and put out for that team, who put team first. Kobe was out there to win. Y'all was like, oh, Kobe just playing for stats. No, Kobe's there to win. He played to win for the Los Angeles Lakers. When he played, you knew he was there to win. Magic played to win. Jordan played to win. Isaiah Thomas, Detroit Pistons, they played to win. We don't know this. It's all right. It's cool. You know, this laid back. Man, it don't matter. You know, I'm shooting a commercial tomorrow, man. I got stuff to do. We ain't win it. I kind of knew we probably wasn't going to win it this year, but we gave it a good run. No, we don't know that era. People didn't eat food for 3 days if they lost. I'm from that era. People didn't come out their rooms. That's the difference. With the NFL, you have more of a connection to what's real. Football brings the family there. The women want to see the football players. The guys want to see the game. They've been fans as a family, going in there to watch the games as a family. You take your kids, your sons. It's the game. They'll have players they like, superstar players for the moment, like Lamar Jackson. They love Lamar because they love the game. They love the teams. So they're able to have the best of both worlds, but they're not going to let a player individualities start changing their whole goddamn game or the team. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to run the show. I think we should run the All-Star game like this. It'd be like, you the player. You don't run the team. You don't run the league. We ain't gonna change the All-Star game because you don't like the fact you losing. Well, then I'm not gonna play in it. Y'all need me for ratings. No, they tied themselves to LeBron James. Once they tethered themselves to him, he held them hostage to get what he wanted. They stopped Steph Curry from winning championships. They stopped him. In 2021, when they played the Lakers and they carried them, what was that, 2023 or whatever this year was, because they always try to get rid, I believe it was 2021, when they went to that Western Conference Finals. Might have been 2022, who knows? Might have been, I think it was 2022. They went to the Western Conference Finals. In 2022, the Golden State Warriors had they number. They had the Lakers beat. The Warriors played bad that year, but they made the play-in, they made the playoffs because they got hot at the end of the year. Guys were starting to click. And when they played the Lakers thought, oh, the Lakers got this. Oh, no, they didn't. Golden State had them. Man, that was the most corrupt series you ever seen. They gave the Lakers every free throw in the book. And then they got to the Western Conference Finals and lost. They didn't, matter of fact, they got swept. They didn't even win another game. And the player that won the game for them in the last game against the Warriors, he never played again for the Lakers. That was his last win. He gave a speech at the end and he was out the league. And instead, you have a great basketball NBA Finals going on. You have your media crew out here talking about Memphis and how it's unsafe and Stephen A. snitch. And then you have all these other people following suit with bad takes. Now, for the foreseeable future, I want people to understand something. When you see things like this pop up and you start hearing the words about dynasty and legacy, start thinking about all of these things that are coming up with the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers are getting ready to rebuild, okay? And they're letting LeBron James know you're not the focal point of this team. Luka Doncic is the superstar we need. Luka Doncic came in at the All-Star break and turned the team upside down. That trade was the biggest news of the year. All the money that got generated over just the past 2-3 weeks for that whole quarter, the Lakers sold out so many jerseys, Los Angeles Lukas shirts were selling everywhere, making money. I was like, Los Angeles is changing. That number that went up 300% already, and worldwide, people wanted to buy the Luka Laker jersey immediately, hoping they can get the first autographed Luka jersey with the Laker logo on it and everything. So the Laker fans is excited. The Mavericks fans devastated. They get awarded the first pick so they can get Cooper Flag. That still ain't making it up to them. So a lot of them still pissed off with it, and they still want them fired behind it. But this is all business moves. And they put them all in place to screw everybody up. Dr. Buss would be disgusted because Dr. Buss would have never sold. They would have had to force him out. But the guys like him, Donald Sterling, Reinsdorf, those old guys, they want them out. What they want is to pass it down to their children. That's going to remain in the family. And that's what Reinsdorf want to do. Like, he don't want to give up the Bulls. Why would he? The Bulls still top earning team because his strategy actually works for the league. His thing is, all we got to do is make the playoffs. I don't have to win another championship. Winning championships is expensive. Then you got to pay for all these players and bad contracts. That's what the Bulls don't care about. They just like, let's get some 1 2 year players, get to the playoffs, and we're good. We can sell playoff tickets, and we get eliminated, and we don't win. Great, we made the playoffs. We made money. He's still making money off Jordan, Pippen, and the 80, 98 Bulls, the 6 championships. He used that to make money every year. If you go to the Chicago Stadium, you know what you're going to find in there? You ain't going to find all the current players' jerseys. No, people go in there to buy them pinstripe Bulls championship, Michael Jordan. They still making money off them Bulls Jordan jerseys. Scottie Pippen with the pinstripes. They got the Dennis Rodman pinstripe down. They are making a killing on merchandising. That's how the Knicks make their money. This garden is sold out every year because of the mecca of basketball, but merchandise, they make a killing on merchandise. So Dolan is never going to have to sell the team, but he had to take a step back, and they let Leon Rose run things. They want to push Dolan into the background. Notice, in these past 2-3 years, you don't hear nothing about James Dolan no more. Nothing. What is James Dolan going to do? Nope. They talk about what is Leon Rose going to do? You see how that switched? Once Leon Rose got in there, it was no more mention of James Dolan. When Leon Rose is just really the general manager that's in charge of running things. Phil Jackson was there. They was talking about Dolan. No matter who they put in there, Dolan was the guy. Now, the Knicks fans don't even mention James Dolan. They mention Leon Rose. What is Leon Rose going to do?
Kevin Agami
So now they're going to have a $10 billion valuation. Now her net worth is going to shoot up to the moon. See, the Lakers were rich. Jeanie Buss was not as rich. Jay Moyer, a failed comedian, actor, who well, you gotta understand that when people have their agenda, there's gonna be a lot of people who didn't understand the process of what's going on with Jeanie Buss as to why this move is happening. I told you, when people start losing their money, personal funds, to be attached to players, she was on, I believe, All the Smoke, Jeanie Buss, and was doing that. Jeanie Buss came to Chicago. Right, Jeanie Buss came to Chicago, and she was doing like they have the celebrities doing autographs, and it was like, why is the owner of the Los Angeles Lakers here to sign autographs? Why is she here? Do you know why this is happening? Do you know why the scenarios and situations calls for a lot of this type of vitriol? Is because when you get to a scenario when you get to this kind of vitriol in this type of situation, you knew and you know Jeanie Buss is trying to build her brand and appeal with the younger audience. And, you know, look at me, I'm Jeanie. She wants to identify herself as an individual brand. This is why she's doing this. Well, it changes it a lot. LeBron has no power. He has zero power. Because all the people that was bringing him in and him making suggestions on who should be there and who should go and all of that, Jeanie Buss, this got to go through the new owners, the majority owners. This is going to have to go through Mark Walters. And Mark Walters is not somebody who is okay with this scenario that is put in place. LeBron's near the end of his rope. They want to come in and do this big retirement thing for LeBron James. They really want him to play one more season, which is this season, and him step out to the side. But LeBron doesn't want to leave. So he wants to play at least one more year after this year. So these are the last 2 seasons of LeBron James. So we got 2 more seasons of LeBron. Luka is going to be there. The Lakers will be a top team with Luka, as he'll have pretty much. They're going to build the team around Luka Doncic. The international money that they have in here, they have so much money in this hedge fund. They can make a lot of things happen. I think he should go back to Cleveland. Go back to Cleveland, have your retirement thing there. But the Cleveland is like, look, we're a winning team. We don't really need this. Do your final farewell tour somewhere else. Exactly. Let him do his farewell tour, wherever he want to go. Oh, Miami won't let him back in the door. So that's not going to happen. Say Jay Moore's birthday is August 23rd, like Kobe's. That's probably how they met. Lakers in disarray. I love it. Oh, God. A Knick fan should never say that. Y'all are 52 years in disarray. The farewell tour will be on the couch. Here's the biggest problem in that, and I want to get this squared away so that people understand right now. LeBron James is one of the main figureheads who was claiming to have problems with all of these people. And I love Linda and Jeanie and all this and what they're doing. No. LeBron wants to control Lakers media. Let me explain to y'all what's going on here without exposing my sources. Okay. People in the Lakers media don't like LeBron. Former players that's played in the past who felt they're calling the game the way it is, you're not allowed to say anything about LeBron. He tried to get James Worthy fired. Okay, let's get that addressed right now. Okay, you tried to get James Worthy removed. And that's why if Rich Paul is ever in the same room as James Worthy, pray for Rich Paul. Because big game James gonna choke the living shit out you. Okay, and that's why you scared now, Rich Paul. Don't think I don't know. I know. I just ain't said nothing. Okay? You tried to get James Worthy fired. You tried to get 4 of the guys who cover or work and said they recorded something on the phone in the locker room when guys was going back to the locker room, which wasn't true, but you tried to get the guy fired anyway. He worked for the Lakers. They found out it wasn't true, but LeBron was so embarrassed you have to see that guy and apologize. So they just let him go anyway and paid him for the rest of the summer. I've never liked LeBron in that standpoint because he does a lot of this BS stuff that we're talking about right now that you guys didn't even know what was taking place. He's done that many of times. So Laker media, they don't really like him. They don't like his politics. So they know they gotta, talk positive about him. So they try to do it in a subtle way, but let everybody know, like, oh, this is what it is right now. But exactly. Just as long as y'all know. I'm just gonna say this. Yo, now I will be taking over for right now. The power is going out. You know how they flick, and all of that. So it knocked off the whole Wi-Fi. It's rebooting now. Even though it was a little flash in the action. No, it wasn't unless they work for the power company. So Jeanie Buss down there. Pull, Brian, pull. I'm trying, Jenny. I'm trying. I'm pulling. Yeah, give it a little bit more back. They working for the power company now. I'm like, geez, they got the Lakers down in the power company. No, it's just that it's over for that. LeBron just don't want to give up that spot. He loved the spotlight so much. It has been completely absolute when it comes to the dealings and the wherewithal of how others should move, the way they're moving, and all technicalities involved. Because I kept saying it every year. You can't build a team around a 40-year-old man. The 40-year-old man can't be the face of the team. Anthony Davis was your star player. When he came to the Los Angeles Lakers, he was the leading scorer, leading rebounder on the team. You know I did. So I got a question. For all you guys out there, I have a question. What do you think the Lakers should do now? Now that they got a new owner and they finna close in on this deal, that's virtually approved already. But now that everybody knows it, And they just got Reindorf to get rid of the White Sox, to sell his shares, because they've been wanting him to get away from the White Sox. They really want him away from the Bulls, but that's like getting Nolan away from the Knicks. It's not going to happen. There are a lot of different reasons things happen, right? People got their excuses, they have their reasons. What they don't have is the pure knowledge. Right. They wanted Magic to just be the face of this thing. Magic really believed he was the president. And they were like, Magic, would you ever go back? Nope, I'm not going back. Because it was so much like, we love you, we love you, we love you. But the other people that you've employed there that is really running the team, they didn't love Magic. Mm-hmm. Well, the Lakers are trying to give LeBron his last, his last hoorah. Like, let's give him his last show. Like, let's give the last good thing to him. Let's give him that last good show. Let's load him up with old players. Let's get Chris Paul out here. Let's build him up. Win one for the skipper. Would it be too generic if the Lakers won the championship next year in the NBC era? I feel it would be. We are back. We apologize for those actions of the weather. No, it's a more damning effect, because what you're really trying to figure out here is how all of this fits into the NBA. How does all of this flow with the National Basketball Association? And when the NBA Finals is going on, you're talking about the Lakers and Jeanie Buss being traded. Well, not being traded, but being sold. Well, By July 6th, I think that you guys will understand or know where he's going as a player, as an owner. I think you guys will understand or know where he's going. Magic should have owned the Lakers, but Magic didn't have his investment team wasn't in place to buy the Lakers. If Magic is going to be an investment group to buy the Lakers or to buy the team, he's not going to buy into the Lakers in the current state that they're in now. Because it's a lot you got to deal. You still got to deal with the last years of LeBron. And if you move away from LeBron like that fast, him and his media team will start trying to attack Magic Johnson. He got rid of LeBron. You don't do that. Exactly. He already owned part of the Lakers anyway. He's just buying the rest of it. Like I already told you, he wanted to buy them out. It's a hostile takeover. This was like Mo Green and doggone, I'm here to buy your casinos. I'm here to buy the Lakers, Jenny. And I'm going to be here for the weekend. So name your price. And what? You think I'm cheating my team? Like I'm cheating? I'm stealing? Taking money off the top? You're unlucky. Your team loses. Somebody don't like me, but that's okay. Only one thing I got to say, yeah. They don't like it, but they gonna have to respect it. Oh yeah, they monitoring like crazy. They bet on Bron and fumbled it and fumbled it and fumbled it. They mad about the Patreon. I know they want to stop that too. They want to stop anything that got something to do with me. LeBron days are numbered. He better opt out and go join the Golden State Warriors and go somewhere because his power now is done. You are cooked. Oh, the Patreon on fire now. Everybody know what time it is now. See, this is why people come to the Patreon. The Dennis Rodman and Jeanie Buss. And, you can't have somebody like Jeanie Buss there. May 1st, Jeanie Buss days of owning the Lakers may be numbered. And it was. Westbrook was the name in Los Angeles. Anthony Davis was Mr. Glass. And that's what, and LeBron, he was old. And that's where your future went. That's where the Lakers went. That was what your Los Angeles Lakers was. They didn't even make the play-in that year. How bad are you to not make the play-in? And you got 3 players that's in the NBA top 75. This was in November 13th of 2022. LeBron James told the Lakers that if they don't fix this team, he will shut down this season and get the record on another team, the scoring record. My sources told me LeBron has been very vocal about getting rid of Russ to Rob Pelinka, who told him that he would be moved with Kendrick Nunn and 2 other players. LeBron feels that this is the way, feels that he's in the way. Front office changes are happening next year, and the biggest talks is Tuesday. The Lakers are having a meeting with the board, speaking on changes in the front office. LeBron wants Nikola Vucevic and wants the Lakers to make that happen. He thinks that trade with Westbrook in a 3-team trade that is secretly talking to players and teams. But here's the problem. Rod has expressed his interest in Vucevic, but the Chicago Bulls wanted too much. When the Lakers thought they had a trade last year for Zach LaVine, the Bulls pulled the plug at the last minute. Kobe White, Zach LaVine for Horton Tucker and Russell Westbrook. Dwight Howard, Sekou Domo, what's the name? Domojo, and DeAndre Jordan, who are all not on the team today. The Lakers have a vacant president position that they don't intend to fill until LeBron James is gone. See, look, y'all better start paying attention to this because this is that real spill here. This is in 2022. I'm running this down to you. The Lakers had a blank position at president of the company. And they weren't going to fill that spot until LeBron James is gone. They have no president. Y'all feel me? Y'all follow? Hit the like button, good people. Hit that like button up, good people. Zeno never leads you astray. This is why all of you, every last one of y'all, should be on the Patreon. On my Carsino for Life Patreon. Because we told y'all this 2 years ago on the Patreon. So all my Patreons, they know already. This was not a surprise for them. Now, LeBron had a secret yelling match with assistant Quentin Crawford, which turned into a full argument with Phil Handy. Who's gone now? Quentin Crawford and Phil Handy. They're not on the team no more, right? Who took up for Crawford, who remained quiet out of fear. LeBron sent Christmas cards to everyone except for Jeanie Buss last year. He blamed his assistant and said it was an oversight. Jeanie and LeBron hate each other. LeBron hired a private investigator from another country to investigate and find out dirt on Jeanie. Did you see that? Tell me you see that. See, Mac know what I'm talking about. Y'all see that now? Now y'all see? Now y'all understand what this is really about and what's going on around here and how all this stuff been going on? This is like Drake and OVO. People in your own camp is saying you deserve it. They don't like, and so many people on the Lakers that don't like LeBron and his politics, and everybody's just running their own different course. Everybody's got their own group of friends that they gathered around who they deal with. The other people don't even deal with them. Yeah, they trying to figure it out. Now, do they really want me to go there? So if LeBron really get me upset, I'll expose more. This photo will never live itself down. Because that's what it's about right there. This photo here will never go undoubtedly. This will go down in history of what LeBron and the Lakers' tenure looked like. Complete, absolute failure. And once LeBron started getting injured, it was already done. Because see, he's not just the Lakers product. He's the NBA's product. He's their manufactured commodity. And when your commodity is not performing as well, this is what happens. When Tom Brady was the face of the NFL, he was winning the Super Bowls. Everybody was pretty much 50-50. They hated Tom Brady. They were sick and tired of the Patriots. They had other guys they were rooting for, other teams. They just wanted to see him lose. But when Patrick Mahomes came along, they didn't say, hey, take a seat. We got this Brady guy here. No. Tom won the Super Bowl against Patrick Mahomes, and they rammed up the promotion for Patrick Mahomes. He's the future. They're not going to say we're going to go all in on Brady. It was always about Patrick Mahomes since he came in there. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. Lamar Jackson is killing. They still got to go with Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. You know what Lamar Jackson get? When is he going to win the big one? But with Josh Allen, he's never won. All he do is choke, and they go, well, we got him. You know, he had an MVP season this year. He was just outstanding. Lamar Jackson outplayed him this year. As a quarterback and everything. Well, Lamar Jackson is quarterback of the year. Yeah, we did give him offensive player of the year, but he's not MVP. Well, you voted that Josh Allen is MVP, but Lamar Jackson was offensive player of the year, and they both play the same position. So if you voted that, then that means he outplayed him. So how is this guy the most valuable player in the league? You see how they do it? They can't even explain the stupidity in what they do. Because it's all politics. Patrick Mahomes is more talented than Tom Brady. Stronger arm? Yes. Talented? No. Not even close. Stronger arm? Yes. Talented? No. Because he's better prepared. Now, what else do we have on you, LeBron? We got it all, buddy. So I think you better back up. Oh, and Dr. Buss and all his wonderful deeds he used to do. See, this is why the NBA wants to get away from Dr. Buss. You see this guy bringing his girl over to Dr. Buss? These girls would go up to Dr. Buss and ask for money and say, I'm in college and I want my rent paid. And this guy be, yeah, it's my girl, Doc. Told her I'm going to bring her over to you, man. Yeah, she wants to get these bills paid, man. She's in school, struggling. And he had this Asian thing. He was just going after these Asians for a while. Dr. Buss says, I think I got a place for you in my stable. They used to sell their girlfriends to Dr. Buss. Now, do you really want to go through this Laker history? I don't think they do. No, that don't got nothing to do with it. But yeah, it's in the uncut story of Michael Jordan and Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods beef. That involved Charles Barkley. And look at that. Zeke is there with Dennis Rodman. 3 championships down, baby. Bad boys. Legacy. Now, and Jeanie Buss is a little freak monster. So for her to say, owner actually grabbed my butt before, it's like, Jenny, come on now. Jeanie, you was a little hoe bag. You were sleeping with Phil Jackson, who's like the same age as your damn daddy. And your excuse of why you were dating Phil was the fact that he reminds you of your dad. Ugh. He's kind of reminds me and look like my dad. So it's like, you want to bang your dad? Sick. And this recalls the rift between Jenny and her brother. And why he wouldn't let Phil Jackson run the team and be the GM. He was, nope, that man will never run the team as long as I'm here. He hated Phil. He hated they dated. He hated Phil Jackson. Things that make you wonder. Oh no, buddy, that story is, believe me, you want to say one of the most explosive stories I've ever done was the Michael Jordan, the uncut version of Tiger Woods. Believe me, the regular version was rough enough. This is well beyond what you knew about. This is crazy. Barkley was involved. All of this stuff went down. And Tiger got rid of Charles and Michael Jordan. He don't deal with none of them no more. Richard Jefferson exposed. See, this is why you got to get on the Patreon. See, it's stuff you're never going to hear anywhere else. Oh, yeah, they fought to get their land back. Wow, that was weird. Women quit her stewardess jobs to earn $25K a month. She used to be a stewardess. She quit her job so she can go and do her OnlyFans and all that stuff, and she gets $25K a month. The Michael Jordan, the truth behind Michael Jordan and his family and everything they've been hiding. Ex-FBI agent says Suge Knight financed the hit on Biggie. All this is on the Patreon. My lawyer, Mike Marley. There's his pink hats. Matt Barnes. An announcer. All his issues coming back. The only three bosses in hip hop: Warner, Sony, and Universal Music Group. The only three bosses in hip hop. Carcino exposing too much on the Patreon, of course. But do I get credit? Nope. Hip hop is being used as a dumbing down agent against blacks to keep them ignorant and in a docile state of mind. Yep. The Jordan boy and the daughter. Well, just say Juanita kids. Jeff looked just like Juanita. Marcus looked like his daddy. She's the splitting image of her daddy. This was part 4 of the Michael Jordan and Juanita Jordan relationship. So hopefully all of this has been very informative to y'all. Y'all should be on the Patreon, 100%. And we up out.